Today I'm going to show you the DeWalt 12-inch single-bevel compound miter saw. This is a DWS715. It does come with a dust system compatible. It says it's guaranteed tough. This is the box that it came in. I am not going to go through unboxing this. In fact, I've already done that. What I am going to do is show you some of the specs on this miter saw. It's got a 12-inch blade diameter, 15 amp, 4,000 RPM no load speed. The arbor size is 5/8 of an inch or 1 inch. It is a single bevel and it will pivot to the left 48 degrees, and it will pivot slightly to the right about 3 degrees, and I'll show you how to do that. The total weight of this tool is 36 pounds. Again, this is the DeWalt model DWS715 miter saw. Here is the tool itself. When you take this out of the box, there's not a lot of putting together that you have to do, but there are a couple of parts that you will need to attach, and no tools are required for this. What you're going to find in the box when you open it up is the miter saw itself and the blade. The blade will actually already be attached. There'll be a blade wrench, a dust bag, a miter lock knob, and a vertical material clamp along with the instruction manual. So there's not a whole lot of tools. In fact, there's not any tools that are really required to put this thing together so it looks like it is right now. Right here, this is the clamp to hold down your material, and it just slides in and out pretty easy like that, so you can take that out or you can put it back on there if you want. Right here is the adjustment wrench that comes with it, and I'll show you a little bit more about that in a little bit. There's the adjustment knob. Here's the dust bag, the dust system, that just slides in. And of course back here you've got your power cord. Now I do not have this hooked up to power because I'm not going to use it. I did use it yesterday. Works great. The first thing you want to do when you have everything attached is check the square of the blade. Now the easiest way to do this is just get yourself a square and set it up against there, and you want the fence and the blade to be at a 90-degree angle. Now yesterday when I took this out of the box and had it all put together, mine was just a little bit out, not that much, just a little bit out, so I had to adjust it. And that's pretty simple. What you do is you loosen 3 screws, and the second one's up underneath there. Loosen those 3 screws, just loosen them, don't take them out, and then you can slide this right here to where you've got your blade at a perfect 90 degrees. Tighten those screws back down, and then you're good to go. Now in order to raise the saw, there's a knob right here. What you do is press down on the saw handle, turn this to the side, and that'll come right up. You do want to make sure you've got this locked into place, because if you don't, if you got it just like that, what's going to happen when the saw goes down, it's going to lock back into place. If you're using it, that's not going to help you any. Now to change the angle on the saw, these knobs right here, I'm going to turn these down to the side, make sure this is loose, and this will pivot 50 degrees to the left and 50 degrees to the right. Now it does have an adjustable fence on this side right here. All you have to do, loosen that, and that'll slide. And the reason that is there, put this back in position. When you put this on a bevel, loosen it up back here, and then you can angle this up to 45 degrees. Tighten that back up. What you want to do is have this fence out of the way, tighten back up. This way your saw will come down. If you don't have this moved out of the way, obviously the saw is going to hit it. Put that back to 0. Tighten that up. Come here and put your fence back, and you're ready to go. Now this is a wrench that came with it, and this is pretty handy. This Torx end right here will fit all of the screws along the miter. These here are actually a 15, a T15, so this is a T20 if I'm not mistaken. And of course that Allen is used for changing the blade. Replacing the blade on this is pretty easy as well. All you have to do is lift this up, use the tool that came with it, and loosen this bolt right here. You don't have to take it all the way out. What that will do, this will allow this arm to come up, and you can again use the tool here on the arbor nut and remove that blade. Put it back on, slide this back down in place, tighten that up, you're good to go. We used the saw yesterday, had some projects around the house, thought it did a really good job. One of the comments that I read about it online has said that it's really, really loud. However, I didn't find it to be that loud, but you always want to take safety precautions, wear eye protection, hearing protection, and keep your fingers away from that blade. This here is the adjustment to the bevel angle. If your angle gets off, you can use this to increase it or decrease it to the correct 45-degree angle. If you need to adjust the vertical angle, same thing on this side. This will be used to adjust the vertical angle to 0. We purchased this saw at Lowe's for $2.99 and were able to go and pick it up that day. It did come with a bonus where you could choose at no cost either an additional tool. Some of the tools that they offered were grinders, drills. I remember one of them was a flashlight, a work light. One of them was a workshop fan, but the one that we chose was a miter saw stand at a $200 value, so that was a pretty good deal. So we were able to get the saw itself, and the stand for about $323. That's not a bad price. Now the stand was on order. They did not have it in stock when I picked this up the other day, so that should be in a couple of days. And when I get it, keep your eyes out for a video review on that stand along with the saw. Well guys, that's pretty much the review. I didn't do the unboxing because there's tons of videos on unboxing these tools, but I want to just give you a quick look at it. This is a very nice tool. It's not too heavy. It does a really good job. If you guys found this information helpful, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and you get notified each and every time I upload some new content. So go ahead and do that right now. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. You guys have a great day. Way to lift this arm up. Pull this knob. Press down on the saw just a little bit. And then the saw will come up. Turn this to the side like that and it'll lock in. Otherwise, if you don't, when you have it like that, whenever you come down with the saw, it's going to lock back in place. Have that turned to the side.